it's just kind of neat how we've all gotten fatter and grayer.
Together.
Together, right.
Monkey came and gave me this birthday, I don't know, gift. He danced around and kind of butted heads together and knocked his head off.
They're nuts. I mean, it is the land of almonds, and everybody was just having fun. And the city really wanted us. They rolled out the carpet, so to speak, and they really made an attempt to convince us that this would be a good home for us.
We had great cooperation from the city, and we found, as you know, the workforce to be absolutely phenomenal.
Well, we went through rain, snow, freezing rain, got lost, ended up in a fog in a valley someplace I had no idea, run across Sutter's Mill and said, gee, isn't this where they discovered gold? Got there, looked at a hole in the ground with some lines around it that was so muddy we couldn't walk out to it, said, this is the new plant, isn't this great? Fred and I looked at each other and said, Ted, you got to be kidding me. It looked like somebody's field that they dug a hole in and there was water standing in it, and they said, in 8 months you're going to make pictures here, and I said, you guys are nuts. But we made it.
We proceeded for the next 6 weeks on our hands and knees to cut metal lumber, screw them together like an erector set, and make packing tables.
The floor plan of the building, we actually stretched out sheets of paper on our living room floor in our condo, sketched out workflow, drew out diagrams, made paper dolls of tables and equipment, laid it out on that particular sheet of paper. We brought that in and we started working onward and upward.
Red walked up to me and he said, I understand you're going to be the shipping lead. And I says, yes, sir, I am. He says, well, by golly, get some boxes up here and make it look like a shipping department.
And we proceeded over the next week or so to take pallets of envelopes, take every envelope out, and unfold the flaps on every envelope, just to keep them busy. And when we said, okay, let's fold the flaps back.
But then I started asking other people, and I said, what department are you in? And they'd say, oh, special items. And I said, what do you do there? And they say, I don't know. And so we all kind of did the same thing over and over again. And nobody knew what they were doing or what they had to do.
Bob Evans walked by and he asked me a question about a job or how many jobs I had packed or something, and I was just like scared to death because I didn't know.
When I first got there, people said, you know, Pete, we came from a nut factory. And I never really understood what they meant, but in fact, I learned over time that a lot of them spent most of their life shaking nuts out of a tree, and a lot more people ended up being the nuts that were on the ground, and that's why I loved it so much.
Come on, this is the shipping department at Lifetouch.
What? First day on the job, and I'm changing lenses in this machine, and I dropped the lens out of my hand. It went through the machine down onto the plate, the diffuser plate that has to print the thing, and it's cracked. And I'm looking at that going, oh my gosh, there goes my whole first paycheck.
So I had to call Minneapolis later on that day, and just like a proud mom, I said, well, guess how many tickets we keyed in today? How many, Sylvia? I said, 49. And I was so proud, and I said, well, how many tickets did you guys key in? 600. And I was kind of deflated by that.
We were all back building tables back in the back warehouse because we had nothing else to do the very first day. And I noticed this real skinny guy about that big around building tables, and he wasn't doing a very good job. Well, first reaction was, boy, this guy really needs to go somewhere else. Well, he's now our plant manager.
Now you got me messing up.
I hate meetings. We have them once a week, and I usually go to sleep. The girls in my group department, they do glasses. These are the glasses that I wear.
Chico plant 10 years behind me. This is actually my first job from a housewife.
Yeah, it's probably one of the most fun groups of people I've worked with ever. I can say that honestly.
We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Everyone can see we're together as we walk on by, and we fly just like birds of a feather. I won't tell no lie. All of the people around us, they say, can they be that close? Just let me state for the record, we're giving love in a family dose. We are family. Hey, I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Sing it to me. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing.
110 degrees outside, and we didn't have air conditioning. We didn't have bathrooms. And Red Palmquist and Bruce Hansen brought drinks in for us in coolers, which was great. It was so hot we needed the drinks. And surprisingly enough, we did have to go use the bathroom, but all of the women, of course, didn't want to use Big Ben that was outside. So we decided that we would run over to the stores and use their bathrooms, which they got to know us very well.
One of the stalls was plugged in the women's bathroom, so I went back to maintenance. I grabbed a pair of rubber boots, pair of goggles, big rubber gloves, and my plunger, and loudly announced, "Stand back, I'm going in."
All of a sudden we started getting these calls that were being like, they
There were
looking-
900 calls.
900 calls, you know, heavy breathing.
Is
And
this the sex line?
yeah, or they were looking for something. Well, one day we started getting them through the day when we'd answer the phone, and I always answer the phone, "Hi, this is Regina." And the one guy says, "Hi." He says, "I'd like to talk to Amy." Well, the girl that sat next to him, her name was Amy. So I said, "Okay, one moment, please." So I transferred the phone call to Amy. And so then Amy gets it, and she's like answering it, and she's talking, and she's going, "Yeah, and what a creep!" And she slams the phone down. And
He's really insistent with his cameras.
Just pull it down real quick and put it back up.
Just keep it on moving.
Push your hand on the camera like
We used to have Betty Dominichini as a supervisor in the packing department. And one Saturday, after we've worked many Saturdays, she came to work with two pairs of different shoes on. One, they were both white, but they both had different patterns on. So now every December 16th is our Betty Dominichini shoe day. And we all come to work with two different pairs of shoes on.
it was summer, and Bob Buskey had this little Jeep that he loved. Me and Kimmy called it his Barbie Jeep, and he didn't like that too much, but so he was always kind of hot dogging in it. And so one day he got off work early, and we were outside, and he went driving around the corner heading home, and he just kind of punched it, and all of a sudden it just like flipped.
It rolled.
And it just rolled, and it was over in the ditch. And of course we all got scared, and then we saw him get out, and he just kind of stood there and looked at it and shook his head. That's how Bob Buskey got his name, Flipper, his nickname.
Chico, don't be discouraged. The man, he ain't so hard to understand. Chico, if you try now, I know that you can lend a helping hand, because it's good in everyone, and a new day has begun. You can see the morning sun if you try, and I know things will be better. Oh yes, they will, for Chico, I'm the man. Yes, they will, for Chico, I'm the man. Even though it's funny, he don't understand.
I was thrown in the swimming pool one summer at a party. And there was the one Halloween where I think 8 or 10 people dressed up as Kurt, so every time there was a page for Kurt to go to name base, there would be 8 or 10 other people who got there before me.
In the men's bathrooms, they forgot to put the dividers in for privacy. So anytime anybody walked by and opened the door, you could turn around and wave to them.
I hired a caterer for our last Christmas party, and it was a fiasco, just terrible. I was in tears because they did such a bad job of handling it. But all of the employees came up to me after, managers, supervisors, and employees, to let me know that they were behind me 100%.
We're waiting for 11:30.
Working in Chico for the last 10 years has been great. And it's all because of the people.
I don't think I've ever worked with such a group of people that are fun and relaxed, and you just get to have a good time with.
The people really care about their jobs. I really enjoy the girls I work with in my department. All of them are fantastic, and I love it here.
I got the greatest group of people back there working. They take an awful lot of pride in what they do.
Let's put it this way, I've made a lot of friends working here.
There's no hesitation to solve problems, to take action, and people are committed to doing a good job.
It's been quite an enjoyment to see the progress that's taken place by the Chico family, going from a beginning startup operation 10 years ago to our second largest lab today, producing over 7 million picture packages.
Without Chico, Lifetouch would not be where it is today. The volumes that they're doing now, we expect them to surpass our Minneapolis plant, which has always been the leader.
We have wonderful employees out there with great attitude, great understanding of Lifetouch.
They were key in getting rid of Portrait World, Jostens Bottom, and they were very key in then taking Jostens out of the game.
It's been an integral part of the success of the company because of the work it's done. And, you know, we needed a plant back in 1989. We needed it in the worst way, and Chico filled that capacity need, that void, and they did it, you know, very, very well.
Most of all, Chico is really my home. I fell in love with the people there. I fell in love with the plant. It is just sort of like when you left your heart in San Francisco, I leave mine in Chico every time I go there and come back.
There's a work ethic out there that is unmatched in any place I've ever worked before, and a real pride in the company and in this facility.
I've had an opportunity to work with Chico here for about the last 5 years and have done an absolutely fantastic job.
I've had no better people to be around and no better lab to work with what they're doing, and it's been a pleasure.
And I'm proud to say that all of my work goes to Chico, and I'm proud to say that you guys make me look really good.
I'd like to personally welcome all of you to the Lifetouch Chico Production Facility's 10th anniversary.
On behalf of the City of Chico, I truly appreciate your hard work and I appreciate your company being here and doing a great job. So with that, I would like to see you each give a round of applause to yourself, and I think that's appropriate at this time.
It needs to be said here that the true winners in this competition are our customers and the owners of Lifetouch. Every one of you who has ESOT knows what I'm talking about. And as one of the owners that's got 25 years with this company, I thank you. As a participant in ESOT, I thank you. Lifetouch thanks you, and I want to say congratulations on a job well done. That line of kids for the last 10 years goes from here to San Francisco, to Honolulu, to Japan, to Hong Kong, to Bombay, to Madrid, across the Atlantic Ocean, to New York, and ends up in Minneapolis. 23,000-mile long line of kids we've processed in the last 10 years. And if you want to count the kids in there, that's 64 million kids worth of film we've processed in the last 10 years. That's 64 million families we've touched. That is significant in my book, and I think that kind of puts my toil and my work into perspective.
But the amazing thing is, after 10 years in this lab, your approach still is innovative, creative, and fresh. This is a wonderful business we work in. Please never underestimate the importance each one of you have in this business of memories.
Last year we were ranked first in the company, this current year, we're ranked first in the company in production facilities in every major category we're measured against.